Hello there and welcome back to Building the Boys. We now have issue 76 of Hachette's Build the Disney Doll's House. Again, there's actually quite a lot to do in this one. What we'll be doing, we're building a mirror for the Little Mermaid's bathroom. We will be doing the skirting for the aristocats room. Now, when I say skirting, I don't mean skirting boards. There is a railing that runs around the centre of the room. Now, we've got a piece of card in the last one. We're going to be using that one. It's basically going to work as a tool so we can make sure it's nice and level all the way around the room. It's not essential, but it makes sense to use it. We're then going to be making the window, the large the large window for Cinderella's room. We're going to be fitting that. Then we're going to be building all of the wainscoting for the lower part of Cinderella's room and installing that. And by the end of it, all we should be left with are two lintels, which will work as support beams for the house. So a lot to do. We'll get into this one and we'll get this one done. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel massively, and we just love having you along for the journey. But let's get into this. Okay, so our pretties for this issue is this buildable mirror. Now, they ask you to take the backing off of here, which I believe is a sticker. It is. But then they say to take the backing, take this film off the mirror. Don't take about that much off, right? Just so you can get some purchase on it. This way you can push it in without getting fingerprints all over the mirror, like so. So now no fingerprints going on our mirror. We can push it down, get a decent bond. Then we can grab that. It's that simple. So that's how we're doing it. And that is our mirror complete. Let's move on to the main build. Okay, so what we're going to do is taking our card, we're going to use this as a measure, as a rule, basically. So that's going to slot in there like that. And we're going to take I've already glued this piece here. Now pop that in. And using the card, again, as a guide, that'll keep it nice and straight and exactly at the level it needs to be. So there we go. That's how that's going to fit in there. Remove our card, and voila. That's where we need it to be. We can do the exact same thing on the back wall. We're then going to trim this card down so we can get this little section in here. I'm going to do it over here. I don't think we do it over here. I'm not sure. Double check that. Okay, so now focused on the back wall, we've put our card there. We're going to take this tiny piece here, and that's going to sit here. Now it's got a beveled edge. Beveled edge is going to go this side, and the flat side is going to sit flush to the window. I'll put that in, and you will see what it looks like. So that's where we're going this time. So we'll flush the window, leave enough room for the beveled edge for the pieces to go in here. We're now going to take our card as a guide, and we're going to move over to right the way over here. So we can put our next lengthy piece into there across the back wall, and that is going to be this piece here. So we're going to glue that up and get that installed. So that's how we're now looking there. You can see the flat edge to the window, angled edge to the corner there. We're going to take our card out, and there we go. So we're nice and level around this side of the room. Okay, we're going to do, where are we going next? Next we're going to do this piece here, and that'll be the last piece that we're doing in this room. So we've trimmed our card down to put the last piece in there. Now we pull this out, and there we are. So all nice and level all around the room. Now we do have one more piece to go that's going to go here, but we're not putting that in yet. That comes in the next issue, I believe. But for now, that's us done with the Aristocats room. Okay, so that done, next thing we do is build the windows for Cinderella's room, and we're going to use this one first, which has the holes. So there are two. There's one that has pins, which looks like that. There's one that holes that look like that. That's the one we're using. So I'm going to take that one first. I'm going to take one of these windows here. I'm going to remove the film from this. I must apologise for my fingernails. I have been varnishing fences today, and then it started raining, which absolutely... yeah, just ruined that, but I've got it right under my nails. So not only do I need to clean them, I need to trim them as well, because it's never going to come off. Right. So this one is going to go into there, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these pieces and we're going to apply some glue to each of these pins. I'm sure you can guess where we're going next, but that's what we're going to do. Now with that glued up, what we are going to do is we're going to introduce this one to this one. Now you will see you have two different sides. So this one will go to this one, you see? So we want this thicker channel here to meet up there. So once that's going to push that down, do the exact same thing with window 2. And then we're going to build the frame. Okay, so next I'm going to bring our frame over. Now this has these holes which have an inset in them, which we can put that way around. So we're going to put our first window in here like so, and we'll put a second window in here like so. Now we're going to need the sprue, which is this one over here. I'll just grab that. I'm going to cut these pins out, so using my trusty old sprue cutter here. Whoop. Let's get these nipped out. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 3, and we need one more. Let's just nip that one out. 1, 2. So that's the 4 that we need. Now we're not gluing these. That's important. You're not going to glue these in. They don't need gluing. The window and the house are going to hold these in place. So what we're going to do is probably use this one window at a time, I would imagine, but I'm going to drop these down into there. And these pins are going to hold this window in place, I hope. This might be a tweezer job. I don't know, these giant meat hooks are only about to do this. I don't know, maybe they will. There we go. So that's that one bit there. Let's get the bottom one in. Yeah, you might have a lot more luck if you have smaller hands than me. But I've got hands like, honestly, like frying pans. Christ. Yeah, see, this isn't easy. There we go. So that's that one in. And I'll do the exact same thing with window 2, and then we'll take a look. Okay, so that's that one done. You do not need to glue these pins. If you glue these pins, your window ain't going to open. Okay, the house is going to hold the pins in place. You'll understand why when we insert it into the house. So there is no outer frame yet, but I can tell you why that is. Because the outer frame is a decorative part of the house. We won't be getting those for much later on, so you'll have kind of a raw window on the outside until we start putting the decorative elements on the outside of the house. So it's very pretty, it's very green, kind of ornate window frame that goes on the outside of it. What we're going to do is we're going to slot this into the house. Before we do that, we're going to add a very thin layer of glue to these base parts here. We're going to get some along the side here, so along the side here, along here and along here. And we'll slot that one in to Cinderella's bedroom. Let's get that done. Okay, so this is where we are going into. Again, I'm trying to do this one-handed, but going in this side. This way around. And I'm hoping that this is going to go out. It is. Let's go as smooth as you like. There we go. So I'm going to pop that one in. Hold that one in place. Brilliant. Windows falling out. We're going to have to fix that. Fixed. Be conscious of that. The pin had dropped out at the bottom. So you know how it works. The pin had dropped out at the bottom of this window. So when I lift it up, the pin had dropped. So when I push it, it's just going to fall straight out. But you can see from this side that the house itself is going to hold the pins in. So there will be a very ornate, pretty window that's going to go on there that's going to hold all of that. But it's coming to life already. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to be adding, I believe, the fascia pieces to these walls. Let me just double check. I think that's what we're doing next. I'm sure it is. Yep, so we're going to make those first. Then we're going to be adding them to these walls here. Okay, so sticking with Cinderella's bedroom, we are going to be making these fascias for the inside of the room. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to, these are very similar to Mickey's. If you remember those are Mickey's, we're going to attach these to here, like so. We're going to put a tiny, tiny touch of glue on these. and we're going to fit those in place. We need to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these. So I'm going to get that done, and then we will fit them to Cinderella's walls. Okay, now I have glued this one, but starting with the one that's got the 2 angled ends. So you need to have both angled ends. We're going onto the back wall. So in like that. Pushing around. Let's super glue on the back of here. I'll glue that one in. Hold that one in place, get it nice and central. Oh, get it pushed right up against the wall. There we go. So we're going to let that bond, let that take. Then we're going to have the next walls. Okay, now taking our angled end there. It's going to meet this angle here. Drop that one down. Slot that one straight in. There we go. And that's where that one's going to sit. It's going to sit underneath the window. So it's nice and flush to the window, but it's underneath the window. The window's not, it's not obstructing it. There we go. So that's how we look there. Now we've got one last, well, we've got 2 pieces. We've got a piece putting in the tiny, tiny slither of a piece to go in here. So let's get that done. Okay, here we come. This one again, angled edge to meet this angle here. Let's slot that in right flush up to the door. And that fits like a charm. Very, very happy with that. Wowee, look at that. Doesn't that make a difference compared to how this room was? That looks really nice. One last little piece just to pop in here. We'll get that done. So there we have this tiny piece there. But that is all in, and that is looking really rather lovely. So that's 76 complete. Now you will have some parts left over. So you'll have this, right? So your cardboard thing, keep it because you're going to need it in the next one as well. And again, it's better to have it and not need it and not have it. You're also going to have a couple of the pins left over on the sprue. I don't know if we use those again or not. Don't throw it away, because if they then say 10 issues from now, oh, and get those pins, we've still got them. So hold on to your pins, you know. But what an impact that's made. There was a lot going on in that one, but it's made an impact. The Aristocats music room's looking great now with all that detail on there. And when the staircase goes in the next one, oh, come on, it's going to look awesome. And that's what we'll be doing the next one. We'll be building a staircase in the next one, and we're doing a little bit more with Cinderella's room. But this is looking really good, right? Very happy with it. If you haven't yet, please remember to both like and subscribe. It helps our channel massively, and we just like having you on for the journey. If you want to contact us, you can contact us with Building the Boys with anything, any queries, any questions, anything at all. We love seeing your work as well. So if you've got work you'd like to show us, we'd like to see it. And if you're happy for us to shout on the channel, shout on the channel. It's been great hearing from all of you about your builds and how you're doing. It's always good to hear from you. So please feel free to contact us, buildingboysoutlet.com, or pop a comment down below. If you are a subscriber, you want to know when these videos come up, you can hit the notification bell. That'll always tell you when a new video comes up on the channel. And you'll never miss a minute of the action-packed videos that we bring you. That's all from me. We'll be back very, very soon with issue 77. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And we will see you for issue 77. Take care.